Okay, here we are. We're playing more of 14 Minesweeper variants. Let's click for tutorials. Okay, triplet, right. Mines may not form rows of 3 orthogonally or diagonally. All right, okay. Mines may not form rows of 3 orthogonally or diagonally. So, there are 4 of these. There are 4 mines around this cell. But these 3 cannot all be mines, obviously. So one of these must not be a mine. Which means that the one of these 5 that is not a mine can't be this guy or this guy. I feel like there's a huge difficulty spike between the last variant and this variant. Ah, there can't be a mine here. Because if there was a mine here, then there could not be a mine here, and there could not be a mine here, because that would make 3 in a row, either this way or this way. And one of these 2 has to be a mine, because 2 of these 3 has to be a mine. So this can't be a mine. Okay, so now there are 4 of these. Okay, so there are 4 of these. It can't be these 3 that's a mine, so it's got to be this and then 2 of these, right? So this has to be a mine for sure. Okay, we're making progress. Similarly, this can also not be a mine. Not that that's like super useful information right now. Because if this was a mine similar to this, then, you know, that would like be an issue. Wait, if neither of these can be mines, I can click them. That's how Minesweeper works. I'm fine, chat. It just took me a second to remember how Minesweeper worked. Because that would be 3 in a row. Ah, okay. There are 3 mines here. They can't be these 3 because that would be 3 in a row, right? So this one's got to be a mine. And then 2 of these have to be a mine. So for this 5, for the purpose of this 5, we know that 2 of these have to be a mine. Okay, so I can only put 3 non-mines around the 5. If for this 3, these are the 2 mines, then this has to be a non-mine. So that's 1 non-mine. Then I can either put a mine here, which forces a non-mine here, or I can put a mine here and a non-mine here. Let's just put it here. Because then there's a non-mine closer to like the rest of the 5, you know? So I can't put a mine here. I need to put 3 more mines in this area. I can only put 1 mine here or here. If I put a mine here, I can only put 1 mine here or here. If I put a mine here, I can only put 1 mine, like I can't put a mine either here or here if I put a mine here, so I can only put 1 mine here. So, okay, a mine here or here is impossible. Meaning this has to be a mine. Okay. That means this can't be a mine. Right? Okay. This guy is going to have 1 mine here, which means either here or here, which means that there's only 1 mine here in this region, right? Yeah, because there's 1 mine here and there's 1 mine in this region. So there can be at most 1 mine here, at most 1 mine here. So this has to be a mine, and this has to be a mine. There has to be a mine here for this 5 to be satisfied. Also, there can't be a mine here now because of this guy. So there's a mine here, which means there's no mine here, no mine here, no mine here. Okay. Now, there's a mine here or here, which means there's no mine here. Same for... There's a mine here or here. Oh, this 2 isn't next to a... I'm a dingus. I apologize. I'm a dingus. Don't worry about it. There's a mine here or here, and there's a mine either here or here. Right. For this 3, there's a mine here or here, which means that these 2 are... Okay, now there's definitely a mine here. That satisfies this 5, so there's a mine here. Okay, because of the nature of this, it's like really hard at the beginning, and then as you find mines, it all just explodes at once. Okay, cool. All right, I'm back into it. Okay. All right, I'm feeling the Minesweeper magic. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Very cool. So there can't be 3 mines in a row. This much we know. We've always known that, Sean. So one of these has to be a mine. So because of this one, there can't be a mine there and there. There can't be 3 mines here, which means that these 2 have to both be mines. Like the only way that just one of these would be a mine is if there were 3 mines here, but there can't be. So both of these have to be mines, which is kind of crazy, right? That means this can't be a mine. One of these is a non-mine. One of these is a mine. If there is a mine here, then there could neither be a mine here nor a mine here, so this 4 couldn't be fulfilled, so this must not be a mine. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. There must be 1 mine here or here, meaning there have to be 2 mines here. No, these can't be 3 mines. Okay, so there are a maximum of 2 mines here for this 5, which means there need to be at least 2 mines here for this 5 to be satisfied, right? If you had a mine here, that would mean that you can't have a mine here, and you can only have 1 mine here. You can't have 2 mines, like here. So this can't be a mine because it means you can only have 1 mine here. Right? You can only have 1 mine here, and you need to have at least 2 mines here. So this can't be a mine. And it's a question mark. Okay. That's fine. It's mine. We're getting somewhere. Okay, so there has to be 2 mines here. There have to be 2 mines here. Hold on. There have to be 2 mines here. There has to be 1 mine here. There have to be 2 mines here. That's 5 mines total. And there have to be 2 mines here, which means this is not a mine. Okay. Feels good. All right. Boom. Those are all our mines. Oops. No, that's not what I meant to do. Shut up. Okay. God. Jesus. I don't know why I keep clicking that button. Okay. Now what are we doing? Right. So this mine. Now one of these is a mine. This 4 is attached to 4, so that gets us that for free. Now, for this 5, this can't be a mine now because of that guy. Okay, so there's 1 mine here, which means that this is a mine for sure. Which means that this one can't be a mine. Now, this guy is attached to, like, 1 mine here, and it was 1 mine here, so this has to be a mine. And now, this 5 is attached to 4 mines right now, so this has to be a mine. Okay. All right. This is a 0. So let's just fill that in. Okay, 1 of these is a mine. 1 of these is a mine. 4 of these is a mine. These 3 can't be a mine. So 1 of these must not be a mine, which means that of these 3, 2 must be mines. So to complete this 4, these must be mines. When this happens, okay, this can't be a mine. Because if it was a mine, then this and this couldn't be a mine. But actually, one of those 2 needs to be a mine. So this, so this is not a mine. I right-clicked instead of left-clicking. That was my bad. For the same reason, this also cannot be a mine. So that's cool. Ooh. Well, okay, this is definitely a mine. Because this guy. Okay, 1 of these is a mine, so this guy can't be a mine. 1 of these is a non-mine, and 1 of these is a non-mine, because 3 in a row can't be a mine, right? So this must be a mine? Feels good. If this is a mine, then both of these are non-mines? This is a mine, both of these are non-mines. This is a mine, both of these are non-mines. And also, this is a non-mine for this 3, but that's too many non-mines, so this can't be a mine. It feels so good to get it right. Okay, so we have 2 mines here. Oh, this, oops, my bad. That's a non-mine, so this must be a mine. Because one of these 2 has to be a mine. Which means that, you know, there's also this mine here. Okay, and so that satisfies the 1. So now for the 4. Okay, we got 4 mines remaining, huh? This can't be a mine because of these 2. Now, 2 of these are mines. And we can't have 3 in a row. The only way to arrange 4 mines in this final row are if they're like this. We did it. We unlocked a new game mode. I feel like we just sort of got to understanding that last game mode, but that's fine. Let's play outside. All non-mines are orthogonally connected, and all mines are orthogonally connected to the outside. Okay. The non-mines are orthogonally connected, and the mines are orthogonally connected and connected to the outside. Okay. That's hard. Okay. All non-mines are orthogonally connected. There has to be like a mine entrance from the outside to every group of mines. Okay, one of these is a mine. These 2 are mines, straight up. Of these, one of these has to be a mine, and it has to be one of these, so this can't be a mine. Now this has to be orthogonally connected to these guys somehow. And it would be disconnected if this was a, if this was a mine, this 2 could still be orthogonally connected to this. It would have to go around here though. All mines are orthogonally connected to the outside. If this was a mine, then this could not be a mine, and these 2 could not be a mine. So the mines could not be orthogonally connected, right? So this must not be a mine, which means this is the mine. Nailed it. Okay. This 4 means that 2 of these are mines, which means 1 of these are mines, which means none of these can be mines. This 4 tells us, because of this, all non-mines are orthogonally connected. So, 1 of these 2 has to be a mine. Or a non-mine, which means this has to be a mine. Which means this 2 is solved. Hell yeah, dog. Easy clap. Okay, because of that 2, that's that. Because there's 4, that's that. Now. We got 3 mines remaining, huh? 2 of these 3 are mines. This can't be a non-mine, because then these 2 would be mines and that wouldn't be connected. So this has to be a mine. This has to be a mine as well, because all non-mines are connected. So one of these is a non-mine. There's only 1 mine remaining. This has to be a non-mine. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, alright. Okay. Cool. Alright. So, okay. Immediately I see, okay, 1 of these is a mine. And there's a 2 here, so this is a mine. The non-mine can't be here, because then this would be isolated. The non-mine has to be here, and the mine has to be here. 1 of these is a mine. Oh, I figured it out. Okay, check it. So all mines are connected orthogonally and connected to the outside, right? So if this was a mine, then this would be a non-mine, and this would be a non-mine. For the non-mines to connect, orthogonally, they would have to link up, and this non-mine would have to link up to these non-mines, which would mean that this mine is an island, which is not allowed. So this must be a non-mine. How crazy is that? I think it's pretty crazy. If there's a mine either here or here, which there is for this 3, that means that these can't be mines, right? Didn't have much time to showcase it today. All right, sec. Okay, one and only one of these are mines, which means that these are both mines. Ah, because there's 2, this isn't a mine, so this has to be a mine. Now for this 4, because all mines are orthogonally connected, we can't have one of these being a mine, because then this wouldn't be a mine, so this has to be the mine. One of these is a mine, which means that this isn't a mine. We have 4 mines remaining. Okay, one of them is here, and then 3 of them are here. This has to be a mine, so that this guy can be connected, you know, to the outside. We have 3 remaining mines and 2 here. So we need here. Okay, here we need a mine here, right? To connect this guy to the yeah. Okay, we got 1 mine here and then 1 mine has to go here. Because we have to have the non-mines be connected, we can't have something here, so this has to be the mine, this has to be the non-mine. Nice. Okay, we did it. Fantastic. So these 3 can't be the mines, which means one of these is a mine. Oh, hey, there's a 1 here. So one of these is a mine, which means these are, and that means that there can be no mine here. Oh, and this has to be a non-mine because otherwise it can't connect, right? This 2 needs to be surrounded by 2 mines. Those 2 mines can't be here and here because that would cut off this non-mine from the rest of the non-mine island, which means at least one of those mines needs to be here. Clear? This can't be a mine. If this was a mine, then we would have a non-mine cut off from this. So this has to be a non-mine. Duh. Okay, if there are 2 mines adjacent to this, that means that in these 3 squares there are 2 mines, so this can't be a mine. Oops. That means that this is a mine, which means this isn't a mine. Which means that these 4 are mines, which means that that 2 is solved, which means that we have an entire level. Yay. Huzzah. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Now, 2. The 2 mines can't be here because that would cut this guy off. So this must be a mine. And then one and only one of these is a mine. Okay, all right, okay. If there was a mine here, then there would be no mines here or here. So for this guy to be connected orthogonally to the outside, there would have to be a mine here, and then let's say like here and here, for example, something like that. Now, for this guy, these 2 would have to be non-mines, which means that this would have to be a mine. Oh, that obviously separates, like these 2 can't be non-mines. So then these 2 would have to be mines. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there have to be 2 mines around this, and that's impossible. So this has to be a non-mine. Okay, cool. Okay, if there was a mine here, then we couldn't have a mine here because then this would be an isolated non-mine. That's not allowed. So we would have to have a mine here for this guy to not be isolated, but we can't have a mine here because that would be 3 mines around this too. So this has to be a non-mine, which is fucked up. Okay, because that 3 and that 2, these have to be non-mines. So one of these has to be a mine. 5. That's a lot of mines. Goddamn. Okay, this has to be a mine because there are 2 around this and then 3 around this. So this guy has to be a mine, right? Okay, there are 3 mines here. We can't have the 3 mines be here because that would make this an isolated non-mine. So this has to be a mine. Right? Now, if there's a mine here, if there's a mine here, both of these would have to be non-mines. But then there would only be 4 mines around this. So there has to be a mine here and a non-mine here. Now, one of these is a mine and the other isn't. If this was a mine, these two would be non-mines, which would isolate this. So this is a non-mine. Hell yes. That means that this is definitely a mine. One of these is a mine. That's for sure. This has to be the mine, otherwise this non-mine would be isolated. Now these two are mines. Now this isn't a mine. Now this is a mine. Now there's only one mine remaining. This has to be the non-mine. Because of this, and then this 3 gives us this. And we're done. Easy clap! 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there can only be one non-mine around this guy. That non-mine has to be either here or here or here. Which means these have to be... Fuck. The whole group can be non-isolated. I realize that now. But that's fine. There can only be one non-mine around this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can't be here because then these 5 would be mines. So this has to be a mine. The non-mine has to be one of those. It's got to be one of these, which means this is a mine. One of these is a non-mine. Now, one of these guys is a mine, and these 2 are mines, which means this is a non-mine. I meant to left click. I promise I meant to left click. Now, there's one mine here. So for there to be 3 mines here, this would have to be a mine. This would have to be a non-mine. This has to be connected. The mine can't be here because it would be disconnected. Now these have to connect up here. This has the requisite number of mines around it. That as well. And now there are 2 mines left. Woo! Okay. We unlocked some new variant. Okay. D. Do you want to do D or N? Let's do D. Dual. All mines must form 1x2 or 2x1 blocks. And blocks do not touch each other. Okay. So mines exist exclusively in pairs. Mines mate for life. Mines mate for life. That's beautiful. Okay, cool. They're like geese. This can't be a mine because it'd be on its lonesome. This is a mine. Now, one of these 2 is a mine. So we can't have both of these. One and precisely one of these is a mine, right? Like the mine is either here. Oops. The mine is either here or here. And then the other mine is either, the opposite of that. Regardless of which one it is, this one can't be a mine because then you would have an L and no L's allowed. Listen. There's either a mine block here. If there's a mine, okay, to satisfy this too. There can either be a mine here, and then this is a mine block. In which case, this cannot be a mine. Or, there's a mine here, in which case, this is the mine block, because you can't have a mine here, that would make an L. In which case, this isn't a mine block. So, this is not a mine, and also this is not a mine. There's either something here, or here, or there's something here and here. If there was something here or here, that would mean that this can't be a mine. Right? If there was something either here or here, this can't be a mine and this can't be a mine. If there's something here and here, then this can't be a mine and this can't be a mine. So, these 2 can't be mines. And because mines appear in 1x2s, this can't be a mine. This guy's adjacent to 1 mine. So it's either this and this, or this. Either this is the configuration, or this is the configuration. But this can't be the configuration, obviously, because it's 1. So these 2 are mines, which means these 2 aren't mines. Now, mines are in a 1x2 and they can't touch, so it's obviously not a mine. Now, for this guy, one of these is a mine, but both of them can't be a mine. Is this 2? One of these is a mine. And mines come in 1x2s and they can't touch. So these 2 have to be mines. This has to be this. That has to be that. And this has to be that. We did it. One, okay, so this can't be a mine. One of these is a mine. Which means that neither of these can be a mine. Holy butts, okay. So one of these is a mine. Which means the other isn't a mine. And either, okay, so one of these is a mine. If this is a mine, then because it's a 1x2, it would have to go like this. If this is the mine, then the 1x2 would have to go like this, but it can't because of that 1. So we must have 1, 1, and then nothing there, right? And then you can't have adjacent to this guy like that, so it's like that. Now, there's one here, so there can't be one here or here. This can't happen. This can't be a mine. Because if it were, this would have to be a mine, and it doesn't work. Okay, so we have either this or we have this. Those are the two options. This 4 couldn't be... This 4 couldn't work if you had these here. Because you couldn't access these two. And there weren't... okay, so I guess these two have to be mines, and these two can't be mines. Which is pretty sick. That means that can't be a mine. It can't be this guy and this guy, because then the 3 isn't actually satisfied. So it's got to be the other one, right? Yay! Level cleared. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright. This can't be the one, because then this wouldn't be, so this has to be, okay. So neither of these can be. So we have to have either this guy or this guy. Okay, so the 2 can't be, well, okay, so because of the 2 and then this, it can't be any of these, obviously. It can't be this, so it's got to be this guy, right? So that's a nothing. 2, all right, well, that answers that question. Those can't be touching. Okay, there are 4 remaining mines, so there are 2 remaining mine blocks. Oh, right, this can't be a mine. Okay. So now we've got either this or this. In either case, this is definitely a mine. And it's either here or here, which means that this can't be a mine. Okay, so this guy's connected to a mine already. This 2 satisfied, this 2 satisfied. And then I have to fit another mine block either here or here. Something like that. If this guy is the mine, and the mine block goes like this, then this 2 needs an additional 1 mine, and this 2 needs an additional 1 mine. So it's either here or here. In either case, this is not a mine. That didn't help. Oh, this can't be... Hold on. In the blue solution, this doesn't work because this guy doesn't get a mine. So this guy's also a non-mine. Now we're talking. Okay, so that means that this can't be a mine. So this is a mine block, which means that that guy's satisfied, and this is a mine, which means that guy's satisfied. Yes! Okay. All right. Okay, so this can't be a mine because it would get cut off. This is a non-mine. This guy, there's a 0 here, so this has to be... Oops. There could be a this and this. That guy still has to be the mine because this 1, right? So one of these is a mine, which means this is a mine. This doesn't have to be connected here, because we could still have like this be the orientation of the mines, right? If this was a mine, there would be a mine block like this and a mine block like this. If this was a mine, this would be a mine block. In either case, that guy can't be a mine. So, boom. Okay, cool. All right. So, there's a 2 here. So the 2 are here, so none of these can be mines. Which for the sake of this 1, now for there to be... So this is solved like this, and then this can't be a mine. There's a 1 here. That means this. One of these is a mine. So there's either like this, or like this, or like this. And of course, this can't be a mine, by the way. So one of these 2 is correct, and the other is incorrect. In either case, this can't be a mine. If it was this guy, then there would be no other place to put the mine block for this guy, so it's got to be this guy. And Now for the finale here. This guy's next to 3. There we go. We did it. Okay, all right. So because this 2 and this 2, none of these can be a mine. They just can't. They simply cannot. It's not possible. Now it's not possible for either this guy or this guy is a 1x2 block, so none of these can be. And then this guy, it just gives us everything, right? This gives us this 2. So one of 2 things is possible. Either this has happened, or this, or yellow, I guess. This. One of these 3 is the case. Oh, we know this. Okay, 3. All right. So that tells us that for sure there's either this or this, which means that these reds are impossible. So either this is true or this is true. And then either this is true or this is true. In either case, these guys can't be, and then that gives us that one. Now, this can't be it. We did it! Easy clap. Okay, all right, okay, fantastic. We unlocked a new set, S. I am partial to S.